2017 tax season in full swing, and Houston ethical hacker Michael Gregg has some tax time scams consumers should be aware of and what to do to prevent them. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Well, it's amazing to me how many people fall victim each year. I mean, we're talking thousands.
Yes. Huge thing. One of the big ones is currently that they'll try to file your tax returns for you. And they'll actually file your tax returns, and then they'll get your return back. One of the other big ones that they see today is that they'll actually do is they're going to call you and pretend to be from the IRS, and then they're going to ask for some type of information like driver's license number, social security number. They're going to use that for additional fraud, for identity theft.
So that's the identity theft one that people are really always concerned about. And is this the time of year that a lot of these start to happen, when it's early in the tax season? Right.
This is really the time of year that they do that. And the scary part is that for most people, when they get that call or email from the IRS, they tend to panic.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about a few of these other ones that that you list as the tax time frauds. Financial theft is another big one.
Yes. So in that, what they're going to do is simply either call you, send an email, or potentially send a text message, and they're going to ask for some type of financial information and pretend to be the IRS.
Okay. Also, they're going to exploit your anxieties and your fears about the IRS and trick you into doing things that they shouldn't.
Yeah, because for most people, just when they get that call or that email and they believe it's from the IRS, people tend to panic. You know, that's not for many people a pleasant type of thing.
No, not at all. And then you can make a quick decision that you'll later regret. Okay. Also, you say that they use social engineering tactics. What do you mean by that? What are social engineering tactics?
They're manipulating you in some way. One of the most common is when they call you, they'll use caller ID spoofing. So the concept would be that when they call you, they make it appear to be either from the IRS's actual phone number, or it's from a phone number that's in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Or they potentially send you a text message, and when they send you a text message, they spoof it where it appears once again to be from the IRS, or they redirect you over to a fake site that looks like the IRS site.
So how do you get away from that? How do you know if it's real or not real?
One of the biggest things you can do is if you get these types of messages or you get these calls and it's unsolicited and they're asking you for money or personal information, call the IRS or contact the IRS directly.
Gotcha. And usually the IRS is not going to be calling you, right? Okay.
Yes, exactly.
That's a big red flag. All right. So also you say to prevent these problems, file your taxes as early as possible.
Yes. One of the things you can do is file as early as possible, but also you have to think about how you handle that information. Meaning, if you're doing this on your own and you're keeping that information on your computer, make sure that data is encrypted. And if you're using a third party and you're going out and you're using an accounting firm, when you go to that accounting firm, ask them how they protect your information.
All right, Michael, we have a few more seconds left. We've got another list of avoiding tax time scams there on the screen, so let's run through those quickly. You say never use public Wi-Fi to e-file.
You don't want to use public Wi-Fi. Also, you want to think about where you're storing that information. If you're placing it on the cloud, that must be encrypted. And then if you're emailing any information like to your tax accountant, you want to encrypt that. You don't want to send it just via a regular email or attachment, because anyone can potentially steal that if they're on that Wi-Fi network.
Excellent advice as always. We hope everyone will have a successful tax filing season. Avoid those scammers out there. All right, thanks for